Good morning, everyone. Congratulations, you've come to the most important track of today, in case you didn't know that already. And for those of you that weren't at the session on SME financing and Fintech yesterday, you've also come to the big gold mine new market. I'm Matt Gamzer. I work for the International Finance Corporation, which is the private sector arm of the World Bank, and my specific job is I run the SME Finance Forum, which is a creation of the G20 countries. It's a center for knowledge exchange, good practice promotion, networking promotion in SME finance in general, and it's a bridge. It's a bridge for dialogue between the global policymakers, standard setters, regulators, and the SME finance industry in all its forms, regular, alternative, in between. As I said, yesterday we talked about Fintech and SME finance. Fintech hits SME finance in many ways, including banks using Fintechs to do SME finance. But that's not what we're going to focus on right now. We have a group of alternative lenders who are dealing in SME finance, and that's a funny term too, just like crowdfunding. A lot of people use it, very few know what it means. So hopefully we'll have a chance to talk about what is alternative, and we have four great gentlemen to do this. I do want to point out, as an employee of the World Bank, I'm not supposed to be on panels where there's not a woman present as part of our diversity policy. I know we're in France and things are done differently. There are some very able women in this space. Just one I would cite is Catherine Hehle. She runs the Funding Exchange. It's one of the UK government certified referral platforms. So if you go to a bank in the UK and your loan is not accepted, you have an automatic right for your file to go to this platform, which then makes it available not only to other banks, but to all the alternative lenders in the UK. So she's a woman. She can talk on this topic too. So next time you hold a panel, we do have good women in Fintech, and we must remember that, us guys. So aside from that gentle rebuke, I want to move forward. I'm going to let each of the panelists briefly introduce themselves, and then we're going to talk about specific questions in the field. So let me turn, first of all, to Viventor. Please, Andris. I'll hand this one, and we'll move this one over, because I'm going to keep one.
Good morning, and thank you for the introduction. I am Andris Rozenbahs from Viventor. Viventor is a peer-to-peer lending marketplace, so we are a little bit different from the gentleman to my right. As we are not doing any lending on our own at the moment, we are listing loans which are already pre-originated, including also SME loans from different companies.
That was very brief, so we're going to come back to you and explore that a bit more. But go ahead, please.
Thank you. So I'm Nicolas.
Because you wear several caps, actually, right?
I was there for the head of the association. I mean, I'm here for the head of Unilend, so which is the first platform in France, marketplace lender to provide credit to SMEs. So we've built since 3 years. We've been building a community of 36,000 members, which 12,000 of them are active lenders to hundreds of SMEs across France. And we've built this company 3 years ago, setting up in a country where traditionally there is a monopoly of credit for the banks. So it was the first time in the recent French history that people could lend to companies directly without going to jail. So it was quite a bit of shock here.
And we should point out that, just for those of you that don't follow the OECD's annual scoreboard on SME finance, which includes many of the European Union countries, the bank lending to SMEs in most countries is still not at the levels it was before the financial crisis, and yet the alternative sector is growing. So maybe we can explore in this panel a bit more about why that's the case. Let me turn to Manuel.
Hello, good morning. Thank you very much for the introduction. My name is Manuel. Our company, it's Tradico, and we do working capital financing for SMEs. We are not a lending platform. We work work as a trader, and we are not regulated. And we help different SMEs to grow. Now we are based in Munich, and we work with companies from Germany, Austria, Switzerland, and now we go to Belgium, Netherlands, and France. Okay.
Thank you, that's very good. And also, of course, the working on merchant advances and receivables-based financing is also something that banks do, right? This is not a brand new product, but why, we're going to look at why